says aim's real big.
Alright everyone, I'm out here in Breezewood, PA. I'm at the old Post House Cafeteria. It's nestled up here in this little nook and cranny in the town here. And I couldn't find a whole lot of information on it other than it closed in or around 2004. And just from driving around it real quickly, I could see just how awesome it looked inside, because there's just multiple openings everywhere. And for the record, it is posted, so I'm going to respect that and not go inside. But just looking through the doorways and the windows, I mean, it's so awesome looking inside. Definitely old and vintage, and just a darn shame that it's no longer here. I had the classic pull up into a parking spot, and it looked like servers would come out to your vehicles, and just one of those little roadside finds that I just absolutely admire and love to check out. I would love to go inside of there and look all around, but out of respect, I'm not going to do that. But we can see inside quite well anyway, and we'll just walk around it for a moment and take a step back in time. So let's step out of the car and do that. There you have it. The big sign in the back to get your attention from the roadway, Post House Cafeteria, and it used to say it across the roof here. Found an old postcard online. Cafeteria open 24 hours. I love finding old things like this. You got that abandoned building back there as well that people tagged, unfortunately. This mobile garage here for the trucks. It doesn't appear to be used anymore, but that I'm not too worried about that. It's this that I just love seeing. I hate to see a place close. I really do. But Breezewood has unfortunately been a dying town for years. And, you know, I mean, it's so bad in there, unfortunately. I hate seeing mom and pop places like this close up, especially these places where you just pull up in your car into these stalls here. They're all numbered 5, 4, 3. That one's 8, 9, 10. And I guess they had servers come out to your vehicles. Look at that. Its best days are behind it, and it's just a shame to see things like this go to the wayside. I'll go up to the doorways, but that's as far as I'll go. You can see in there very well anyway. And again, I do this with the utmost respect. I have absolutely no ill intentions nor ill will. I just love looking at things that we used to have that are gone now. And as you can see from the condition of this building's long gone too. There's no saving it. I hate that people have to break windows too. Sure, maybe windows fell out, but I'm sure vandals had something to do with it too. Wonder what they kept in this room. I'm not sure what that tank is. Do you know? Let's see where they would have fire extinguishers. Just hard to believe how things just fall apart once we quit using them. Once we say goodbye to places, it just, stuff like this happens. They just fall apart to rubble. See, that's what I said, it's posted, so I respect that. I wouldn't want to go in there, honestly, anyway. Look how bad it is, all the insulation that's come down. You get a good view in there anyway. I don't necessarily know what they're protecting. This building is beyond salvageable at this point. It's unfortunate. Wonder what was in that case. Did they have food in there? High dollar items, like the old TVs. There was something here, clearly. All the bales of cardboard that have been there for God knows how long. Check these out in the ground here. Wonder what all these were for, because there's parking stalls here as well. Like a little attendant hut there. Maybe it was a restroom. No, it was definitely like an attendant's hut or something. Love the wood grain inside. And when I explore places like this, I like to think back to before our time. Our relatives who are no longer with us here, our friends, neighbors, anybody that traveled through here, perhaps on the old turnpike, stopped here in Breezewood. Famous people, musicians, athletes. I like to think of who could have possibly stopped here during all those years. What did they eat? Who were they with? Did they have a nice time? Did they enjoy it? That's what I like to think about. Better times. I must have had siding up on that wall because of all the glue on that tile. What a shame. Even this building here, they have a Perkins in there. I filmed that Perkins a few years ago too, where I was able to just walk around the whole place and check it out. And it's just been empty. It used to be a Flying J, and it's not even that anymore. It's another look inside. This will be the last one. Hard to believe. And it's just so quiet back here. Aside from me talking and stepping on broken glass, it's just so quiet. You hear the vehicles hitting the rumble strips as they get to the end of the highway. It's just wasteland back here. Like, that's taken care of down there, obviously. But back here, this is just nothing more but wasteland now. You know, as hungry as I am too, if this was open, this is one of those types of places I would have stopped and had something to eat. I would have loved to support a mom and pop place like that. Because a lot of the places you have here nowadays, they're just big companies like Sheetz. You have, Bob Evans. You have the restaurants in the gateway there, the Pizza Huts. You know, you have these big restaurant companies that come in here, run the mom and pop places out. But unfortunately for Breezewood, it goes beyond that. They have more problems on their hands. You know, a lot of people don't want to stop anymore. They just go through, or they stop at the things that are eye-catching. And PennDOT has talked about bypassing this for the highways. We'll see what happens with that. But I just feel bad for everybody that once made this little town just bustle with businesses and hotels and make it as nice as they could for travelers. I love it out here, I really do. It's just a shame to see it like this. Like that building, I suppose, isn't used anymore, and obviously this one here that I want to take a peek inside of real quick before we head on out. So let's go check it out. We're not going to go in because it is posted, like I said, but we can at least look through the doorways. I would imagine they service trucks in here. Look at how Mother Nature reclaims areas too. Now, they cut the branches off of these for whatever reason. I'm not really sure why, but look how they just come out of the pavement, between the bricks and the pavement, lifting it up. There's nothing in here anyway. Service trucks. Perhaps other vehicles in here too. And this had the bay and the floor. You could go underneath of the vehicle to service it. It's all full of dirt and gunk and everything now. And the staircase for it was right there. You go down the steps, crawl through that little space, and there's your work area. Oh well, though, I suppose that'll be a wrap. Looks like people were burning some stuff back here. Trying to burn some, look like tires and wood. As for this place, though, I can only imagine the stories this place could tell if it could talk. All right, everyone, I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed that little walk around here. You know, word of advice, I wouldn't come here. Just leave it be, you know. I wanted to see it that badly, you know, and I saw the inside just driving through with the car here, and I'm like, wow, look at that. That's vintage in there. And like I said, I admire places like this. I have no ill intentions nor ill will. I love seeing places like this. I hate seeing them closed, but I like seeing what our families and friends and neighbors and people before us used to have. And, you know, I know it closed in '04, and I was obviously in my teenage years by then, but never got to stop here, unfortunately. And I wish I could have when it was open. So, you know, and one day this won't be here anymore. You know, Mother Nature's reclaiming the land, and little by little this building falls apart along with others. And I hate to say it, but it's just a matter of time until, you know, this isn't here anymore, and it's nothing more than a memory. So that's why I like doing this, keep it very much alive. And if you've ever been here, if you have any stories from here, feel free to share them in the comments below. I would love to read your stories, and or anywhere else in Breezewood for that matter, because I look at old pictures of the town and how it was versus how it is today, and it just makes me sad. But that's just how it is. You can't force people to stop anywhere they don't want to stop, or they're going to go where a building or a place catches their attention. So, and I mean, we had so many hotels here, you know, a few more restaurants. It's just, most of them are abandoned now and gone, and I have a couple others that are still here, but for the most part, there's not much left. When Taco Bell and Wendy's don't even survive here, but McDonald's does. I mean, I gotta tell you something. The shocker is the Bob Evans that's still open, but I'm glad that's there at least. And the Sheets, as others refer to it as, godsend. It is a vital part in the community here, and the Gateway is great too. I always have a pleasant experience every time I go over to the Gateway Travel Center. So, but otherwise, I'm going to sign off now. I appreciate you all watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe to the channel for more content, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye, everyone.